The IT crowd is remembered as loud, absurd, and cartoonish. But behind the jokes and catchphrases sits a surprisingly precise and strange piece of television engineering. Fact 1.
To unload it unless another thread's about to jump in there and do its stuff, and you don't want to end up in the middle of invalid memory.
The IT department is physically isolated underground. This separation is never accidental. It reinforces social hierarchy visually. Upstairs represents authority and normality. Downstairs represents invisibility. The characters are hidden from view. Their work is essential but ignored. The basement becomes a metaphor. Isolation is built into the architecture. Comedy grows from neglect. The space feels forgotten. That neglect fuels resentment. Moss and Roy accept invisibility. Jen resists it constantly. The environment shapes behavior. Claustrophobia heightens tension. Absurdity feels contained. The office becomes a world apart. Rewatching reveals intentional framing. Physical distance equals social distance. That design choice grounds the madness. And once you notice the basement's role, the joke deepens immediately.
Yes. Roy! I'm sorry, Roy. I may be speaking louder at the moment because I'm wearing earplugs.
Fact 2.
It's all right for you two. You're used to being social piranhas.
Jen knows nothing about IT. This is not a flaw to be fixed. It is the engine of the show. Her confidence contrasts ignorance. Management rewards presentation over skill. Titles matter more than knowledge. Authority is performative. Jen survives through certainty. The system enables her. This exposes corporate absurdity. Competence is invisible. Confidence is promoted. The joke critiques workplaces quietly. Roy and Moss see the truth. They are powerless to correct it. Jen becomes mediator by accident. Her ignorance drives plot endlessly. Rewatching highlights satire. The show never punishes her. Instead, it rewards survival skills. This reflects real hierarchies. Expertise remains undervalued. Comedy masks critique. The discomfort is deliberate. And once you see that, the humor turns sharply observational.
Yet this is a man Julie on Fit thinks is perfect for me. I mean, what was she thinking?
Fact 3.
I've never been able to do it. When I was a child, I told a whopper and it
just
really...
tell him I'm busy!
Moss is exceptionally intelligent. He is also socially infantilized. The show exaggerates this duality. Genius becomes spectacle. Social. Difficulty becomes punchline. Authority talks down to him. His expertise is exploited casually. Respect is conditional. He is valued only for output. Emotional needs are ignored. This creates comic imbalance. Moss accepts it quietly. The show rarely challenges it. Infantilization feels affectionate. Rewatching reveals discomfort. Intelligence does not equal agency. Moss lacks power despite brilliance. His victories are small. Recognition is fleeting. The joke depends on inequality. Childlike framing softens critique. That softening makes it palatable, but it also hides cruelty. And once you notice that framing, Moss feels far more vulnerable.
I know that normally this would be very funny, but he's been under there too long for a reasonable explanation. If that woman looks down, she's going to assume he's a desk rabbit.
What's a desk rabbit?
Fact 4.
Question 39. When was the last time you exercised?
The last time I exercised was never.
Roy appears lazy and sarcastic. His apathy is often comedic, but it signals exhaustion. He expects neglect. Complaints feel pointless. He is adapted to invisibility. Sarcasm replaces hope. Work becomes survival. He avoids effort deliberately. Effort is unrewarded historically. The show frames this as slacker humor. Rewatching reveals burnout. Roy disengages to cope. Cynicism protects him. Authority never listens anyway. His pessimism is learned. Optimism would be painful. Comedy normalizes this state. Viewers laugh with recognition. The system never improves. Roy never expects it to. That expectation defines him. Burnout becomes identity. The show never resolves it. And when cynicism feels rational, the satire cuts deeper.
Laura Knightley from The Bill. She's gorgeous. You know what? I will come, Philip, thank you.
Fact 5.
What was the last one? Oh yeah, a ladder to help moths escape from the bath.
The show uses a live audience. Laughter cues emotional response. Absurdity feels safe. The tone stays playful, but structure remains critical. Institutions are mocked repeatedly. Management is incompetent. Systems reward nonsense. Logic collapses regularly. Laughter cushions impact. Viewers relax into silliness. Rewatching removes that cushion. Patterns emerge clearly. Authority consistently fails. Expertise is sidelined. Chaos is institutional. The laugh track disguises repetition. Without laughter, scenes feel bleak. The joke depends on rhythm. Satire hides inside noise. Noise distracts from meaning. Meaning survives anyway. The show critiques workplaces relentlessly. Comedy keeps it watchable. That balance is intentional. And once you listen past the laughter, the critique becomes unmistakable.
I'm doing presentation.
Where'd you get pizza?
Some idiot left it in the toilet.
Fact 6.
She starts screaming at them, "You owe me money, you owe me money." She thinks that the tramps owe her money.
Technology is rarely explained clearly. Jargon replaces understanding. Screens become ritual objects. Characters speak in abstractions. Knowledge feels mystical. This mirrors real workplace behavior. IT is feared, not understood. Problems are handed over blindly. Responsibility is outsourced completely. The show exaggerates this gently. Confusion becomes comedy. Moss embodies priest-like authority. Roy performs indifference. Jen pretends fluency. The system accepts the illusion. Rewatching highlights dependency. People fear what they cannot grasp. Technology becomes power through obscurity. Obscurity protects specialists. Specialists remain isolated. The gap never closes. Comedy thrives on ignorance. That ignorance feels familiar, and once you notice this, the jokes feel uncomfortably accurate.
You know that list of things we're not allowed to do when Jen's here?
Yeah.
I think it's time for a printout.
Fact 7.
Here.
Yeah, and I reckon I know where to sign on a sexual harassment settlement. Thank you.
Equals upper management rarely understands consequences. Decisions are disconnected from outcomes. Policies arrive without logic. Strategy ignores reality. Authority floats above the basement. Communication flows one way. Feedback is decorative. Leadership feels ceremonial. The show treats this absurdly, but the pattern repeats consistently. Managers speak confidently. Results are irrelevant. Failure has no cost. Rewatching reveals insulation. Power never absorbs impact. Workers absorb everything. The structure never corrects itself. Chaos is permanent. Accountability never arrives. Leadership performs competence. Performance replaces effectiveness. The joke lands repeatedly. Reality never intrudes upstairs. That separation drives conflict. And when management feels untouchable, satire becomes recognition.
Have a big laugh at the topless man. Look at me. Ooh, look at me. I have no shirt.
Fact 8.
You know, you look like you know what you're talking about.
Thanks, I'm off for lunch. Leave it on my desk.
Equals awkwardness is not incidental. It is structural. Characters struggle to connect by design. Social rules are unclear. Norms shift constantly. The workplace offers no guidance. Misunderstanding becomes default. Dialogue misfires repeatedly. Eye contact fails, timing collapses, the show normalizes discomfort, characters accept awkwardness as environment, adaptation replaces correction, rewatching highlights consistency. Awkwardness is not resolved, it is endured. This mirrors modern workplaces. Social fluency becomes survival skill. Those without it adapt quietly. The system does not accommodate difference. Difference becomes punchline. Laughter eases tension, but the tension remains. Awkwardness fuels continuity. And when discomfort becomes infrastructure, comedy feels unavoidably true.
If it were me, I would like to know the truth.
What, that you wear way too much makeup?
I do not. That's a horrible thing to say.
Fact 9.
Okay.
I've never been very good with words, so I wrote it down and it turned into a poem.
I'm sorry.
Roy performs traditional masculinity poorly. Confidence feels performative. Authority eludes him. Competence does not translate socially. The show mocks bravado gently. Success is accidental. Failure is routine. Expectations collapse repeatedly. Moss ignores masculine norms entirely. Jen navigates them. Strategically, this destabilizes hierarchy. Rewatching reveals intention. Masculinity is not rewarded. It is exposed as fragile. Power comes from presentation. Authenticity offers no advantage. Identity feels uncertain. Characters improvise constantly. The show avoids commentary. It lets patterns speak. Gender norms dissolve quietly. Comedy replaces confrontation. The result feels progressive. And once you notice this, the gender satire becomes impossible to ignore.
Discrimination, it should be stopped. But we can only do so with your help. That's right. We're looking at you.
Fact 10.
Fredo in the film, he was essentially a pimp.
No, he took the ring to Mordor.
Problems are episodic. Systems remain broken. Solutions are temporary. Chaos resets weekly. Growth would end the joke. Stability preserves absurdity. Characters adapt instead. The environment never improves. Management never learns. Technology never simplifies. Rewatching reveals stasis. Change is cosmetic. Progress is illusion. The basement stays underground. Isolation persists. This refusal is deliberate. Sitcom rhythm demands it. But it also critiques inertia. Institutions resist reform. Individuals absorb cost. Laughter smooths repetition. Repetition normalizes failure. Viewers adjust expectations. Nothing will improve here. That expectation becomes comfort. And when stagnation feels familiar, the satire hits hardest.
That run like a spider web through the city of Jandor. I, gentlemen, will be your eyes.
Fact 11.
This is London, Jen. It's not someone with cake. Unless that cake is made of dog poo and knives.
Meetings value confidence over accuracy. Presentations matter more than outcomes. Language replaces substance. Buzzwords carry authority. Silence signals incompetence. Questions feel risky. Certainty dominates discussion. The show exaggerates this pattern, but the exaggeration is thin. Reality often matches it. Jen survives through delivery. Roy avoids exposure through sarcasm. Moss hides behind complexity. The system accepts all three. Truth becomes optional. Rewatching reveals consistency. Success depends on sounding right. Being right is secondary. Performance becomes currency. Currency buys protection. Protection prevents change. The loop sustains itself. And once performance replaces truth, honesty becomes liability.
Hey, you're still up for tonight, right?
I'll go if Moss goes.
Sorry, Jen. I find music confusing and annoying.
Fact 12.
Yeah, with computers and all that. Max? No, I really just work with Windows.
Disasters occur regularly. Systems collapse publicly. Embarrassment is temporary. Jobs remain secure. No one is fired. No one reforms. Mistakes reset weekly. This creates comic safety. It also creates critique. Institutions absorb failure endlessly. Responsibility dissolves upward. Rewatching highlights immunity. Power never feels risk. Workers carry stress. Leadership carries none. The imbalance persists. Laughter cushions collapse. Collapse loses seriousness. Expectation adjusts downward. Normal becomes dysfunctional. Dysfunction becomes routine. Routine becomes invisible. The show relies on this cycle. The cycle mirrors reality. And when failure costs nothing, repetition becomes inevitable.
It's kind of hard to explain.
But what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Fact 13.
Cheese me off to such an extent that if I were the type to use bad language, I'd be employing it bitterly and repeatedly.
Being unseen shapes identity. Characters expect neglect. They plan around it. Recognition feels unlikely. Surprise replaces hope. The basement enforces expectation. Isolation becomes habit. Habit becomes character. Rewatching shows resignation. Roy anticipates dismissal. Moss expects misunderstanding. Jen expects indifference. The environment trains them. Visibility feels dangerous. Attention invites scrutiny. Safety exists in obscurity. The show treats this lightly, but the pattern persists. Social blindness protects authority. Authority ignores what it cannot see. The basement enforces that rule. Distance equals dismissal. The joke repeats structurally. And once you notice this, invisibility becomes the real theme.
What story did you think I'm in? Boss? What did you say?
Fact 14.
Ben Jenderson? Oh, how nice for him. He's been here, what, a week? When's our party?
I thought you hated parties.
I like parties. It's balloons I don't like.
Right.
Roy and Moss bond through exclusion. Shared neglect creates alliance. Humour replaces support services. Friendship compensates for structure. Loyalty fills institutional gaps. The show values this quietly. Conflict rarely fractures the trio. Unity feels defensive. Rewatching highlights dependence. They rely on each other. Outsiders feel threatening. Stability exists inside the group. The group resists intrusion. This mirrors workplace cliques. Belonging replaces security. Security replaces ambition. The trio never seek advancement. Survival is enough. Friendship sustains morale. Morale substitutes for progress. The system benefits quietly. Workers cope internally. Change is unnecessary. The bond holds everything together, and when friendship replaces reform, stagnation feels manageable.
Sometimes the people upstairs cheese me off to such an extent that if I were the type to use bad language, I'd be employing it bitterly and repeatedly.
Fact 15.
Do we have PMT? You sent this out? Oh, you signed it from both of us? You signed it from both of us!
The show leans into nonsense. Extreme scenarios dominate memory. Catchphrases distract analysis. Absurdity feels harmless, but structure remains intact. Critique hides behind volume. Viewers laugh first. Reflection comes later. Rewatching shifts focus. Patterns replace punchlines. Institutions fail repeatedly. Individuals adapt quietly. The joke never fixes anything. That refusal is intentional. Absurdity lowers defenses. Messages slip through unnoticed. Satire survives because it is funny. Without humour, it would feel bleak. The show chooses laughter. Laughter makes truth tolerable. Tolerable truth lasts longer. This balance defines longevity. The madness feels exaggerated. The structure feels familiar. Familiarity keeps it relevant. And once the laughter fades, the critique is still standing.